What's up, everybody? My name is Johnny Bronto. It is Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are where you should be, watching HauntScene Live. Joining me, as always, my lovely, beautiful, amazing co-host, Melissa Luque.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to HauntScene. Thank you for joining us.
All right, who are you wearing tonight?
It's always haunt season. It's always haunt season.
All right.
In my mind. This is from See You Scared.
Oh, we love See You Scared.
See You Scared. Thank you so much. We love you guys.
And I'm wearing Executioner, which is an independent horror film from our friends over at the Artisan's Crypt. We met those folks a couple weeks ago, and it was awesome.
It was very cool.
So
very cool.
had to support and buy the shirt here.
Go check it out. Go get a tattoo.
Yeah, do the things. Go get a tattoo. Buy a prop. It's in Daytona Beach, Florida. Check it out, Artisan's Crypt. Going to give them a shout out. All right. We have a very special guest tonight. Yeah, somebody that reached out to us.
Really?
Yeah. We just missed them at Transworld, but we did get to see the work that Dreadworks provides. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play a clip to go ahead and tee this up. So let's go ahead and do that. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh, that is so good. That is so good.
Very good. Very good.
Welcome to the show, Mason. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you for being on. I know that you're getting busy here. You got Midwest Haunters Convention coming up.
Yes. It has been busy times. We're getting a lot of 12 and 14-hour days in, getting stock ready and all the final little touches for the booth. But we're doing good. Come down to the wire.
Heck yeah. Unfortunately, we will not be at Midwest Horrors Convention, which is kind of a bummer because we would love to hang out. We got it on the list for next year, but you know what? If we don't see you there, we'll see you at another one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next year.
All right, real quick. I want to make sure that I bring up your socials here. So look up Dreadworks FX on everything. We'll actually pull up the website in a moment so we can go and take a look here. But before we get into all that, this is my favorite part of the show where I get to be lazy. Super lazy every single week.
I'm just kind of lazy right now.
I could go and research Mason and write a big bio and chat GPT it. Or I could just let Mason introduce himself. So we have a segment on the show. This is called the elevator pitch. So we're going to go ahead and... Mason, America is watching, and they want to know all of the secrets about you and Dreadworks. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Imagine you're talking to the entire haunt industry, because you are, not really. You're talking to America. Let them know who you are, where you're located, and what Dreadworks is.
Right on. I am Mason Lauster, the owner of Dreadworks. We are a makeup effects company. We mainly specialize in airbrush makeup, and we market it specifically towards the haunted attraction industry. We're located in Indiana, a little town called Seymour, about an hour south of Indianapolis. I've been a makeup artist a little over 10 years. Been in the haunt industry for 15. And yeah, I wanted to start a company that catered specifically to the haunt industry as far as makeup goes, and try to provide top-notch customer service and make sure everybody's happy with the products that they get. So check it out.
Cool. All right. That was a good intro. Now, we got a chance to see, as you saw in that clip, that was actually taken at Transworld, and there were some pretty epic people in there. A zombie undead we love. We love Mandy.
Yes.
and it was just like an all-star list of people.
Yeah, it's great to see them.
Yeah, very
spooky self.
Very fortunate. Mandy's been a friend of mine for a while, and we kind of brought her on as kind of like our, I guess, sponsored artist, you could say. She's unfortunately not going to make it to MHC, but most of the time, anytime she's available to be at a show, she's going to be there slinging some paint for us and doing some awesome demos. So definitely fortunate to have her, and as well as a slew of other artists that I'm great friends with that are always happy to come out. So
awesome. And I actually have a little question about how you assembled your team for the heist. We'll get into that a little bit later. Now, real quick, let's go ahead and bring up the site because I want to point out a couple things here. So make sure you go to dreadworksfx.com, bookmark the website, follow them on social media, all the things. And so I'm going to pull up the website here. You can go here, you can shop, you can buy things online, you can buy gift cards if you want to. But I just wanted to spotlight a couple things. You could get the paints and see the clips and all the information there. Part of the Haunted Attraction Association, as are we.
Yes,
awesome.
Yes.
Heck yeah, support the industry. But take a look at this right here. So the Dreadworks family, and I thought this was really cool when I was looking at the site here. You can see a lot of samples here, some work that they've done. Here's Mandy on the left. But what really kind of caught my eye when I was looking at this the first time was the haunted attractions that you supply makeup to. And we've actually been to, technically we've been to all of these. Fear Columbus. We went back when it was 13th floor.
Yes, used to be 13th
Columbus.
floor.
Eloise, which we just had Jim Warner on a couple weeks ago. Love that one.
Johnny's been to that one.
Eloise.
Right? You've been to Eloise.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I want to live there.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Fantastic.
There we've been to Horrorplex, and of course we've been to Woods of Terror.
As a matter of fact, that's actually where we met Mandy.
Woods of Terror. Actually, that's where we met her.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, so these are all the haunts that we've kind of got, I guess you could say, locked in. That
so far.
Yeah, and a new one that is going to be added as soon as I get an opportunity to update the website, but we'll talk about that here in just a few. But yeah, these guys were super happy to be, kind of teaming up with, and they use our products, and it gives us a good opportunity to be able to see some awesome work from a various group of artists all around. So
these are some really good haunts.
Definitely.
Good stuff. All right, we got gift cards, FAQ, and I thought this was kind of interesting when I was looking at this right here. The first one right here. Why should I choose Dreadworks? What sets them apart? And I was just reading this right here. Affordable, versatile products, suits and needs. No third-party distribution. Everything is built in-house. Every bottle you put, he personally screws the cap on. He puts the labels on there. So definitely go to the FAQ and learn more about Dreadworks right here. Make sure you follow them on social media. They've got all the things. Buy all the things. Use discount code HauntScene for 0% off. I'm just kidding.
Hey, we might be able to set something up there, 1%.
1%.
Awesome. But go and buy all the things here. I know a lot of makeup artists, but I have no clue. I can barely put on my eye black when I put masks on. So I have to have help with that.
I don't know how to use makeup. So.
Yeah. Not when we turn you into Rhea Ripley.
See, I'm going to turn into Rhea Ripley.
So maybe we're going to have a goth makeover of Melissa at some point.
Maybe he can help me.
Yeah.
Mason can help me out with that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go to the booth.
Okay.
We'll sit you down and say, just go. We'll strap you to the chair.
Okay. All right, I'm down. Let's do it.
Awesome. Love the Instagram page. Make sure you go to DreadworksFX on Instagram. Hey, look, that's us. And then a little secret. We'll talk about that in a moment. But just so many amazing things that you've created. Just so good. Hey, look at that clip that broke the internet right there.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. Oh, I love it. Thank you for collaborating with us on that. That's really cool.
Yeah. Thank you guys, man. I mean, you guys have kind of been there to support us literally since we started, sharing our posts, liking our stuff. So I can't be more thankful.
That's
See,
what we're here
love it when that works. Teamwork.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I mean? We need more of that.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's not about us. It's about you because we want to make you look good. We want to
Appreciate
grow the Haunt fam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So here they're gonna be at Midwest Horror Convention. Here's some information about that. Going to be at booth 2850, so make sure you look that up. And then you've got some special guest artists coming in.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. We got Christian Cedillos. He's a good friend of mine out of Maryland. And he's always the stuff he does is just absolutely insane. And I'm honestly not 100% sure what he's got in store for MHC. So it's going to be a surprise to me as well as everyone else. And then we've got Jade Carlson, another great friend of mine. She was an artist at Transworld as well. She did the zombie look that everyone loves so much. Jade, her looks are very realistic for the most part. So that's kind of what I'm excited for at MHC is Christian on one side. He's very hyper realism, very, I guess I would almost call it animated, some of the stuff that he does. And then Jade is the very realistic. So two completely different styles that we're bringing to MHC to create some awesome looks. So you don't want to miss it for sure.
I have a little side story about a testament to how awesome Jade is. I'm not familiar with Christian yet, but I actually got into like an internet argument about somebody with a zombie clip, the nurse. Somebody literally called it an internet filter, like a Snapchat filter. I mean,
Wow.
That is a compliment.
That's definitely a compliment.
So you can relay that to Jade because I was
Yes.
and they're like, did you see her blink? I'm like, I don't know. Have I ever actually seen Zombie blink unless she's doing the eye transition?
Yeah.
So that was really, really cool. Awesome.
Absolutely.
And then do you want to announce the thing that you're going to be working on this fall?
Yeah, so we actually just announced it today. It's been kind of in the works since Transworld, but we are now the official airbrush makeup supplier for Cedar Point Halloweekends in Sandusky, Ohio. Super excited to be working with those guys, and
that's awesome.
It kind of all started with a mutual friend, Emily Krebs. She's worked at Cedar Point for a while. Another phenomenal makeup artist. She was actually the clown in the little clip that you played.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she kind of hooked all that up. She loved the makeup and did some talking with them, and they loved it. And here we are. So super excited to be doing that. It's a big undertaking, especially since we are small. We're small but mighty. So it's going to be pretty awesome, and I'm excited to see what kind of stuff comes out of their haunts this coming season.
That is so cool. Halloweekends has been on our list for a while. I grew up in Detroit, obviously, and we would make trips to Cedar Point every year. It was like a school trip.
Oh, yeah.
And then I wasn't into any of the... What the heck was that?
It scared the hell out of me.
Something just fell off the table. Okay. We're haunted today. All right. So really excited about this. Now, do you know like how many like houses and things that they do at Halloweekends?
I was kind of searching around on their site. I've never personally been to Halloweekends, so I'm excited. Probably going to have the chance to go there this season. But after looking on their website, I don't know if it's 100% updated for this coming season or not, but it looked like they had a good, I would say almost 10 haunted houses across the property, and then various other little events. They got some kid-friendly stuff and whatnot. So it seems like they deck the whole park out. So it looks pretty awesome.
Nice. I'm still mad at Cedar Point for closing this Disaster Transport.
I'm sorry, what?
They had like a sci-fi ride, and it was amazing. And then they
closed
it.
Was it like a roller coaster?
It was like one of those like bobsled rides, like Matterhorn type thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was cool. So mad at you, Cedar Point. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Cedar Point, you jerks.
Awesome. All right, follow them on all the things. Okay. All right. So you're going to be busy. You're busy, and that's a good thing, obviously, with having your own company and everything like that. Now that is not your day job. So your day job, because we were talking about this earlier. What do you do for a living? Well,
I currently work for a company that sells locomotive parts, supplies, engine components, you name it. I'm a salesperson, sit in an office all day. I enjoy it. But yeah, it's not, Dreadworks is not a full-time thing. And to be honest with you, I kind of like it like that. I like it being kind of a side gig. But who knows what happens in the future if it keeps growing and growing and growing. maybe we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have to invest in a actual business location that's not, on my property. So, but yeah, it's not a full-time thing, but that kind of also leads into most of my adult life. I've been in some sort of a sales or customer service position. So I feel like that benefits quite a bit in running this business. That's my number one priority, is making sure people are happy with what they get. And I feel like that's super important nowadays in the industry, especially. There's so many fly-by-night companies out there, and we see it all the time where people order stuff and get it 6 months later, or it never shows up. And yeah, I don't want to be involved with that kind of stuff. So taking care of my customers is number one. If there's ever an issue, they could reach out to me. They could reach out to the company page, me personally, if they know me, and I'll always make it right. So
that's awesome. And, it's funny because you see a lot of things that actually parallel how we look at things. Like this is not a full-time thing. People will say to us like, "Oh, you get to do this stuff." I'm like, "We get to pay for this stuff."
You get to pay to do this
but
stuff.
really, like, you can. I have a day job, and this is a very expensive hobby, which I love. But I love just being able to focus on other people and take care of them. And it sounds like you're very similarly minded there.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Are you ready for some questions?
Absolutely.
Okay. So the questions are going to be a little bit different this time.
Okay.
There's going to be some questions in there, but there'll be certain ones that I need to read.
Okay.
And I don't have the order memorized.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you ready, Mason?
I'm ready,
for Mason,
man.
Not me. Are you
I'm
ready?
always ready for questions.
All right.
All right. Let's do it.
Let's do it. 10 questions with Mason.
Such a good announcer voice.
I know. I should just keep going. All right. So 10 questions. Now, some of these are... We'll just get into them. Okay. First question. Go ahead, Melissa. Yeah.
Okay. So what was the moment that inspired you to create your company?
Okay. It's a very long and convoluted story that we're not going to super get into. If I will put it this way, if you look around, you can figure out a lot. Long story short, it kind of started under a different name. Some stuff happened, and I kind of told my wife, if we don't take a little bit of money out of our, savings and start this, we're idiots. I've been a makeup artist for a long time. I've tried just about every airbrush product that's out there. So that's one thing I wanted to focus on, was making a product that kind of took the best of every world and put it into one. So it's something that people could use right off the shelf and not have any issues. So yeah, we kind of decided to take the leap, and through me being in the industry for, as long as I have, I've met so many people across the nation that I'm super close with, and it had a lot of support behind it as soon as we started, and honestly, it just kind of took off like a rocket ship. So ended up working out in our favor, and I'm so thankful for that, because it's been a great ride so far. So
we do have a correction in the comments. It looks like there's 7 or so haunts, and disaster transport was the best, Vile Root says. So thank you for chiming in there. If you have any questions for Mason, please put them in the comments, and if we do that live, we'll go ahead and relay them to Mason. If you're watching the replay on YouTube in the future, you won't be able to do that. Or you can still comment there, like and subscribe, share, all things. Hit the notification bell. I gotta become a YouTuber. You gotta
hit that notification button.
The
Comment
information.
down below.
The information's down below. Yeah, do things. All right, next question. How do you pick the FX makeup artists and subjects to work with? And you touched on this a little bit earlier, but what's your philosophy on working with certain people?
Honestly, I'm not opposed to bringing on just about, any artist. Granted, I like to see what kind of work they do, and and obviously there's a certain standard there, but it kind of started with just friends of mine, close friends. Jade is kind of a friend that has developed through the friendship of others and has become a really great friend. But yeah, it kind of comes down to when we're getting close to a show or something. I have a handful of people that I reach out to, or if someone gets a hold of us in enough time before I have gotten a hold of other people, I'm always welcome to bring somebody on. And as far as the models and whatnot, a lot of the time they usually have someone in mind already for that. I usually just leave that up to the artists because some people are more comfortable working with others and whatnot. So yeah, that's kind of how it started. And obviously we're not super far in. We're almost right at a year into the company right now. So of course there's a lot to come. So yeah, there's not really I don't want to be political with my choosing of people, you know. I don't want to keep it down to just a few certain artists or anything. So if you're ever interested in doing some demos at a show, get a hold of us.
It definitely stop by. If you ever see the Dreadworks banner, you just look up here at the top right. Very cool booth. Always have something going on. Always have we were just standing there watching the whole zombie.
Yeah,
it was just
Oh
really
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
We try not to have much downtime at the shows, so it's going to be the same way at MHC. Pretty much all day Saturday we got something going on. So
yeah, and there's a buzz about that. Always have something kind of going on here. All right, so comment here. For a year in, you've seen insane growth and awesome success. Something to really be proud of. Your products are amazing. Oh, that's
appreciate
nice.
that. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's not I mean, granted, I guess I can take a little bit of credit, but a lot of the credit is due to, so many of the friends and whatnot that I've got out there that continuously share stuff and get the word out. And that's where the majority of the credit is for me, is just being thankful for all the supporters and people that show the products love and whatnot. So, but I'm definitely proud of it.
Yeah. All right. Because you've been in the makeup industry for a very, very long time. How do you get in the mood to create?
Man, sometimes I'm not in the mood whatsoever, and I just want to I want to get as far away from creating as possible sometimes. But as far as getting in the mood, I would say when I'm actually putting makeup together and actually bottling product and stuff, I've always got some kind of music on, and I'm a very musically driven person. I'm a musician as well, and that's something that's always kind of been at the forefront as far as what kind of mood I'm in, or kind of what I want to be in. I'll kind of plan some music out for that day and put a playlist on. So I would say music's a huge part of it. And then, also movies. And you'll hear a lot of artists and whatnot talk about horror movies and stuff, but I try to grab inspiration from something that's not horror.
Okay.
I try to look around because you can pick inspiration up from almost anything. And I feel like what we do in the industry we're in is so horror driven that you see a lot of, I don't want to say unoriginality, but a lot of recycled stuff, I guess you could say. So I feel like when you're looking outside of the norm, that's what brings on the best creativity, the best products. I mean, I could literally just be walking at Walmart or something and see like a movie cover for a DVD that's not even horror related and be like, that's something I want to try out. For instance, I did that one time. The Vikings show, that was a big deal.
I am very familiar with the Vikings show.
Yeah. So they had one of the covers for one of the seasons was this guy that had this Viking paint on, and it was white and all crackled. And obviously nothing horror related, but I saw that and I was like, it would be really cool to introduce that into a character. So I figured out kind of how to get that look with the peeling paint look, and I attempted it a few times when I was actually working at a haunted house. It's a lot longer of a process than regular makeup, but it's cool. So
Cool.
yeah, that's kind of the gist of it, I guess you could say.
Any particular bands or songs on your playlist right now?
Right now, man, I've been on a huge Dayseeker kick. They're kind of a up and coming rock band, and just the vibe. I literally listened to like 2 of their albums yesterday while I was bottling makeup, and super super good mellow stuff for the most part. Gets me in a good mood, nice relaxing, But that's probably the biggest one right now, I would say.
Okay, awesome. All right, go ahead and ask this one.
How do you keep your supplies organized?
So it's definitely a work in progress. We're working. I've got a garage kind of in my backyard that we're working on transitioning everything to. It could almost be its own house, to be honest with you. But it used to be what I called the band garage when I was in. I'm still in a band. We're just not active near as much as we used to be. But it's got air conditioning. There's furniture out there, the whole 9 yards. So we're trying to kind of transition the working space out there. We've got various shelves and bins and pegboard. I've got some bins that go into pegboard for things like bottle seals and the mixer balls and whatnot. So try to keep it like almost like an assembly line. And then I've got, shelves for pigment and different chemicals and stuff of that nature, just to try to keep everything as organized as possible. And of course, sanitary. That's a big concern. Especially when you're making products that go on people's skin, you've got to make sure it's as clean as possible. So,
yeah. So, do you keep anything in jars?
No.
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't keep anything in mason jars?
No, we don't keep anything in mason jars. Maybe I should though.
I would imagine any jar.
Was that your dad joke?
That was it.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Mason. I was just seeing if he had any jars, because every jar owned by Mason would be a mason jar. And if he actually owned a mason jar, it would be Mason's mason jar.
I have in my bedroom this giant jug. I mean, this thing's probably 5 gallons, but it says Mason on the side, and that's the change jar, So I got that when I was really little, but yeah, I always get the mason jar jokes. So
here I thought I was being original, and I was like, I need to go buy a mason jar, and I looked, and I actually had this thing out, and I'm like, oh my god, it is a skull mason jar. This is perfect.
Yeah,
I bought this at somewhere for $1. Good job.
Can't beat that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I thought I teed this up pretty good.
It was good, yeah.
Good job, Johnny. Good job. I thought it was funny.
It was definitely funny.
All right. Okay, quick. Pitch a haunt or horror concept. Nothing is off the table. Go. You got 30 seconds. Off top.
All right. Let's do a haunted house that is based on phobias. Of course, you could have arachnophobia, fear of the dark. I don't remember what that's called, but yeah, all of the phobias. I guess you could put clowns in there, even though it's kind of cliche. But I've always wanted to see something along those lines of a haunt that is strictly based off of phobias, different types of phobias. I think that would be really cool.
I would skip that.
Cool. All right. What if it was like a horror movie? If you were pitching it to somebody. And you can go crazy, because I just heard that there's a movie called Crackoon. See, Cocaine
Lord.
Bear, now there's Crackoon.
Is Cocaine Bear a horror movie?
No, it's
what type of movie is that? I've never seen it.
Yeah,
it's kind of horror, I guess. It's a bear hopped up on cocaine.
Gotcha.
It takes the original story and just blows it up into a million pieces.
Okay,
so.
I need to see this.
But a horror movie pitch that's related to the phobia thing or not, or it's just something totally different.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want it to be. So something totally different.
Man, there's so much that's been done already. Gosh, I think it would be really cool, it's probably been done. I know I've seen a few things on it, but a horror movie that's based off of sleep apnea.
Okay.
Like sleep paralysis.
Yeah, sleep paralysis. That's what I meant. But where maybe
sleep apnea would be like a CPAP machine attacks you.
Is that?
That would be good.
It'd be like
that's actually original. Sleep apnea, the movie. Sleep apnea 2, the revenge.
Yeah.
It's just a guy in a bedroom, and the monster is just a guy wearing, and just that's all you hear, is just the rumbling of the machine when he gets close.
Your face. Like a face hugger.
Somebody literally just pitched that to somebody else. The same guy that pitched Crackoon. All right.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
Wow.
CPAP, the movie. Very cool.
We'll go with that.
Okay. All right.
Oh, right. Okay. So I know you've only been doing the Dreadworks thing for a year, but just you personally, what is your biggest win in the haunt industry so far?
I would say it's happened over the past 5 or so years. For the longest time, I started out at my home haunt here in Seymour, which is Fear Fair. Obviously, a lot of people have heard the news about that this year. But I started there in 2008, and we're not very close. I mean, we're an hour away from all the big cities, but starting out in 2008, the industry was so much different. You didn't see a lot of the family camaraderie type atmosphere that you see nowadays. So over the years, obviously, that's transitioned to where a lot of people are, friendly and whatnot. But I would say over the past 5 or so years, my biggest win would probably be just getting out in the industry and making friends all over the country, no matter where they're at. And I've got so many people that live, days away from me that I would consider some of my best friends in the whole world. But yeah, just getting to know more people outside of that small circle where I'm from, and connecting and sharing ideas and techniques and things along that line. It's something that I kind of always wanted to be a part of. Was, everybody says that they want to get their name out in the industry. I don't think that's what it's about at all. To me, it's just more so about connecting with those people that share the same interests as you. And I think that helps the industry grow more than anything, is just being able to connect with those people and share the techniques and the ideas, and not going with those old ways of keeping everything, secret. There's not really any secrets in the haunt industry. We all know that, but a lot of people thought there were. So.
Well, that's why the shows like Transworld and Midwest Haunters Convention, and among many, many others, that's why these are so important, because they're like family reunions. I mean, there are people that we know and love that we see only once or twice a year, but you would think the way we're hanging out like every weekend, because we're that close to people. Yeah. It's like you're growing a family, So I love that.
One thing to build on that, Brett Hayes, who was the owner of Fear Fair and probably my biggest mentor in the haunt industry since I've started.
Does he have another company?
No, he's just Fear Fair.
Okay.
He runs like a Christmas thing as well.
Gotcha.
But and he was a part of the Haunted Attraction Association. He was a president for a little while, a few years back. But years ago, a couple years after I had started at Fear Fair, like I said, the industry was different, and a lot of people saw other haunts, especially close to where we were, like Louisville and Indy. We were all rivals, and Brett had this idea. Let's do this thing over summer. We're going to call it Fear Camp, and we're going to invite every haunt, within a 200-mile radius to come to Fear Fair. And we had basically like little sessions. We had Bud Strauss from the Dent Schoolhouse come out and do some makeup demos. Yeah, Bud's great. Katie Lane came out. Everyone knows Katie. She did like some costume distressing. We had one of my best friends in the entire world, Teddy Summers, come and do like some acting training and whatnot. But that was something, at least in our area, that took all of these haunted houses that used to be rivals, and we all became friends. And that's literally how I met Teddy, who, like I said, is literally one of my best friends in the whole world now. We've been friends, 15 years because of that. But yeah, that was a big thing that kind of opened my eyes to just how big this industry could be, and how many friends you can make,
I agree.
Yeah. Awesome. Go ahead and ask this one.
Do you have any unexpected interests or hobbies?
I don't know if you could call them unexpected, because I'm a haunter just like everyone else. But occasionally, of course, I told you I play music. I like to dabble in professional wrestling.
Oh,
like
a lot of,
like you professional wrestler? Or,
Yes.
oh wow.
Like you're a wrestler? Oh, that's cool.
You'd be the coolest character ever.
Oh my god.
I was a lot more serious about it years ago when I was in a lot better shape. But I might do like one match a year now. But yeah, that's a little hobby on the side. I enjoy Magic. Not the card game, but actual
cool.
I was
Magic.
gonna say like Magic. I used to be
You're
into Magic.
not down with MTG?
I never had the
Did you
patience
play
to sit down and learn it.
No.
Oh.
I thought we were talking about actual magic. Like legit
Yeah,
magic.
we are.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was talking about real Magic the Gathering.
No.
No, like
I was talking
like
about real magic.
like-
Like magic cards.
yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
But
You know me at all?
Johnny the gaming nerd over here.
Hey,
Yeah,
I played Dungeons and Dragons too. Yep,
Oh my
don't-
god,
Oh,
right
yeah.
here.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
I'm playing Diablo
He's talking about
4
Asian magic.
right now. Jesus. You were
And
thinking
then-
actual
I was thinking
playing cards with magic.
Yeah. I used to
That's-
do magic tricks or cards.
Yeah, that's what that's. Oh wait, so
Is that what
So-
you meant?
yeah, it's Magic Tricks. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, not Magic the Gathering.
I pulled off a lot of magic tricks in Magic the Gathering.
I never had enough patience to learn Magic the Gathering. I just wasn't for me.
Me neither.
I have a
never
lot of
played Dungeons and
friends.
Dragons.
I was
But I have a lot of friends that do, but and they've tried, like, hey, we'll teach you, and I'm just like, not for me, man.
gateway drug.
Yeah.
It's for people with a disposable income and no life. I was
Oh
there.
yeah, I know guys that have blown serious money on Magic cards,
Yeah.
but hey, to each their own. And then another thing I'm into, I like fast cars and drag racing. So
Right. So you
it's
like,
another expensive
Fast
hobby.
and Furious.
So
and
you like-
family.
Yes.
When we're here, we're family. Oh, that's the Olive Garden thing.
I like
The
to
Vin
make-
Diesel.
I like to make you. He can do a mashup. He'd be like, I make you disappear in my rearview mirror. Pulls a rabbit out of his glove box.
Yeah, and then we're family. Yeah,
Magic the Gathering.
we can throw some. We can play some Magic on the dash.
That's fine. So this is-
Goodness.
that's awesome. All right. That's cool. That's a pretty good mix of hobbies there.
My wife tells me I have too many expensive hobbies, and I agree.
See, I have temporary obsessions. Like I'm like really into something. Like I was really into 3D printing. Not so much anymore. I'm really into right now collecting like vintage antique radios. We'll see how long that lasts. Just something I could throw money at.
Antique
Right.
radios.
Yeah, I've got like 5 of them in the garage.
I did not know that.
Okay, all right. I'll show you my collection later, and then I'll show you my collection of Magic cards later too. Awesome.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
All right. Go ahead and ask this one, Melissa.
What is the biggest obstacle you've overcome?
Are we talking haunt industry specifically?
Either or in life.
Yeah. Like, or
Okay.
life in general, yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest
Or-
obstacle
or
you
both.
have overcome? I would say, I don't know. It's kind of like shortly after I graduated high school, I had absolutely no idea where my life was gonna go, and it just kind of all fell into place. I'll just say a lot of things just kind of happen when you least expect them. Like I met my wife. We bought a house, got married, had a kid. But yeah, I mean, that's probably the biggest thing is just like I didn't go to college. I'm I got out of high school and started working at a factory, still lived at home. And for a few years, I was like, what am I going to do with my life? But it just all kind of fell into place. And I can say currently I am super happy with my life. And I got a great family, got a great support system. So that's a big win for me. So.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I like this question. This is one of our regular questions. What is your go-to snack or foods after haunts, or maybe after doing makeup, or when you're involved in doing anything with haunts? What's your go-to stuff, food-wise or snack-wise?
I'm a sucker after the haunt for Taco Bell. I could probably eat Taco Bell every day of the week and not complain. Okay. Which is funny because everything on their menu is the exact same thing, just in a different shape. But but I would say like during haunt or during makeup or whatever, I like to enjoy a Red Bull, or two. But I always try to stay hydrated and drink plenty of the good old H2O as well. And also,
have you ever had Ghost energy?
I love Ghost. I'm currently
sponsored
drinking. I don't know if you can even see this. Alani. Have you seen these?
No.
Oh, I love those. They have a cherry pop that's delicious.
Yes. I'm a sucker for energy drinks. Lately, I've been trying to drink the low calorie ones just to watch my girlish figure. Yeah. But then I would say also during the haunt, as far as snacks, beef jerky is always a go-to. Keep you high on energy, good protein.
Full protein.
Oh yeah. But yeah, those are probably my go-tos. But yeah, after the haunt, Taco Bell. Can't go wrong.
Do you have anything that is like particular to your specific area in Indiana? Like you have like White Castles, like like it's from the Tri, even though we have one in Orlando now.
We do. Okay. We have this. It's changed now, just within the past couple of years. But we have this restaurant. For many years, it was called Waffle House, and it's not a Waffle House like the food chain. It is a local restaurant that was called Waffle House.
But it's not your typical Waffle House.
No. It's basically what it was. It was a Sunshine Cafe.
Okay.
And it has now taken the name Sunshine Cafe, but everyone still calls it the Waffle. And that was a big one during the haunt season. All the kids would get together, and it's open 24 hours, and everybody would go to the Waffle House.
Yeah. Well,
there's a pasta
Waffle House.
Right, the off-brand. But I mean, it's been here since before I was born. It burnt down once, they rebuilt it.
Perfect season.
So I don't know what the real history is there. What existed first, the Seymour Waffle House,
obviously
or
it was a CPAP
the chain?
Accident.
Could have been.
That's the prequel.
That could be the location for the horror movie right there.
Yeah.
At the Waffle House.
The Seymour Waffle House.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Last question. Good job. You've made it this far. Okay. Oh my God. Aliens have abducted all of your artists. You are going on an undercover mission to save them. Who, outside of your crew or somebody you've worked with, do you trust to make sure that you blend in with the other aliens if they had to put makeup on you or effects on you?
Outside of my crew, gosh, I would say Alan Hops.
Oh, that's a good choice. We love Alan.
I mean, Alan's got a knack for all things creepy, spooky. He's been there, he's done that. So he's probably been abducted by aliens. So I think he would have a really good shot of keeping everybody safe.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, I feel like Johnny wants to be abducted by aliens. He loves them so much.
I tend to
Magic the Gathering.
somehow I work aliens almost into every show.
You know,
I don't know how.
He really does. He loves aliens so much.
Secret about me, and my wife makes fun of me. I am, and I don't know. I don't know if it's an irrational fear. I am terrified of aliens, and not like the big like slimy monster, but like the little gray men, you know, like Signs. That movie screwed me up when I was a kid.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And like The Fourth Kind and all that stuff. Those are like the horror movies that actually give me the heebie-jeebies. So,
what about the ones in Nope? Those ones are kind of.
I haven't seen Nope yet.
Kind of like, it was good. It's good.
Is it? Yeah, me and my wife have been talking about watching it,
is it good?
I like it. It's like they kind of show the aliens like on the outskirts, like on the outside. But I think like the ship is the actual alien, which is even scarier.
Gotcha.
Because it sucks people up and stuff.
It's very hard to and be able to enjoy a movie when you have a 4-year-old. So that's our struggle.
Because they're like, we want to sit down and watch this movie, and the kids like, nope.
No, I'm gonna.
A good one.
That was a good one.
You're in the dad jokes.
I'm not even a dad. Today. I mean, I have a dog.
Yeah, you're for really dad.
That's true. Awesome.
Dog dad.
Very cool. All right. I'm going to refresh this here. All right. Comments stopped going in for some reason. Let me just double check. Yeah, people have been commenting the whole time. Sorry, it just didn't pop up. Okay. Molly Zombie's in here. Vile Root. I saw Jackie join for a moment, so there are some other people in here. Make sure you say hi in the comments. Let us know who you are, who you watch, where you watch from, all that good stuff here. Awesome. All right. Last thing, let's just take a look. See here. I'm gonna scroll through your Instagram because I'm gonna just turn that on. And there we go. Just so we can kind of take a look here and then just reminisce over a little while. Let's go ahead and do that. So I kind of skipped over a couple things earlier because I wanted you to talk about the Cedar Point thing.
Yeah.
You got the booth location. All right. Is that the kid right there?
That's my son. Yeah, he's our shipping department.
Okay. Looks like you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
You got merch?
Yeah, that's we had so many requests at Transworld for merch, so we've got these awesome shirts here that we're going to be selling at MHC. And then the hats you can see there. We got the hats for sale. Yeah, they turned out great. I'm super excited for those.
Awesome. So you can pick those up at the booth. Is there do you have those available for purchase on the website?
After MHC is over, we will be listing them, so keep an eye out.
Do the things. Yeah, just make sure you follow Dreadworks FX on Instagram. See some familiar faces here. Love Mandy.
Oh yeah, Mandy's great.
Yeah. Let me take this picture right here. Oh, I did.
That guy named Johnny.
Sorry, I take 1 or 2 good pictures a year, and that was one of them.
That was a great picture.
I know that it's a Snapchat filter, but it's fine. Got the booth right there.
Love the picture of Mandy.
Mandy's so awesome. Love Mandy. Mandy. Here's the thing. Look, you got some boxes. You're shipping stuff right there. Very cool. Love all things.
I love that pumpkin one of Mandy though.
That's cool. Yes, that's a great one.
Oh, these are so good. Eloise.
So Christian, if you scroll up a little bit, the bat, that was Christian. Down just a touch.
There we go. Oh wow.
Yeah, so he's the one that's demoing at MHC, and he did that one. So he does some insane work.
That's terrifying. This stuff. Hey, we know this one right here. You did a little clip of them dropping their bag.
I met them last year at MHC when it was the first year I went there actually. So
gotcha. Yep.
And I saw Mandy and I saw them actually. Yeah, I saw
them do a demo
and I took a video of them.
Cool.
Very cool. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, just make sure you go and follow them on everything. Awesome. Love the pictures. It's just such a good job.
Thank you. Yeah,
you too can make amazing things with Dreadworks.
Yes, absolutely. And we haven't had any new products recently, but still stuff in the works. So it's just been very busy. So
Well, maybe after MHC, things can calm down just a little bit now that you got that major
yes,
convention over. You got a little bit of a breather before the haunt season, and then
right, right.
and then we're all on that train.
Yes,
You know.
absolutely.
Your stuff look dreadfully delightful. Hey, look at me with the.
That wasn't
Okay, that was.
I'm just kidding. It was funny. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you. That's all the questions that we have. Did you want to give any shout outs to anybody as we wrap this up?
Just like I said before, shout out to all the people that continuously share stuff, use the products, interact with social media. A lot of those people are the ones that have made Dreadworks somewhat of a successful name. So all the appreciation in the world for everyone that supports it. Stop by at MHC. I like to meet everyone, anyone and everyone. If you got questions, you want to try it out, come see us. Like I said, we got some awesome stuff going on all weekend. Great location right across from the main stage. So plenty of room for crowds to gather. But yeah, stop by, say hey, buy some makeup, buy some merch.
Okay. Yes, you're gonna cash and carry to buy all the things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. All right, is there any?
And then
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and then after the show, find me and let's have a beer.
All right.
Awesome.
Down.
Very cool. All right. Well, Mason, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Looks like we got a special person in here. A certain Carol is watching from the living room. So that
cool. Would be my wife. Yes.
Appreciate the view.
I gotta give her a shout out as well. Because I mean, I'm kind of at the forefront of the business, but she handles all the important stuff as far as money and keeping all the accounting in order. So big shout out to her. We're basically just a 2-man crew, but she keeps the wheels turning. So if it was up to me, probably would never have any money in the account. So.
Buying magic cards.
Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh, I'm sorry. Magic the Gathering. I was talking about playing cards now.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of Magic the Gathering.
I'm not a nerd.
Hey, I just saw actually in the comments one of my good buddies, Mortimer Blankenship. He is a big Magic fan. So.
Which kind?
What magic?
The Gathering.
Cards? Okay.
Magic. Okay.
All right, there we go. Mortimer, actually, we haven't broken out Mortimer.
We haven't brought out Mortimer at all this year.
Poor Mortimer's like he's sitting right there. We remodeled the thing. He's literally sitting. We have a skeleton that we dress up and put on the show.
Very nice.
But haven't been able to do it this year. So.
He debuted it last year.
Yeah.
We used it for
Mortimer. My Mortimer. That's actually his wrestling name. This is the guy that got me into professional wrestling. So.
Cool. Right, Mason and Mortimer.
Yeah, it works.
That sounds like a tag team.
Yeah. Run with it.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We got a couple things that we have to do to pay the bills. And but thank you, Mason. Appreciate that. And
thank you
for
guys
reaching out to be on the show. And,
absolutely.
Hang out on Zoom for a few minutes. We'll chat for a few minutes after we're over. Okay.
For sure. Thank you guys.
All right,
thanks everybody.
Thank you so much, and thank you for watching. All right, let's go ahead and put the thing back on us. That was a cool show. He's super nice.
That was fun. Yeah, he's really cool to talk to. I like that. Yeah.
Good people in the haunt industry. Awesome. And good people around them as well. So I love it when we can talk to people that overlap in our different circles, and then we know people that know people. So when they know us, so it's awesome. Awesome.
Mr. Chris Roosh.
Yep.
In the
Chris
chat.
Roosh is in here.
He just celebrated a birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday. Very cool. Waffle House time. I don't know if that's the Waffle House or the Awful House that they have up there.
The off-brand Waffle House.
Yeah. And we have Ale House and we have Fail House here.
We have
yeah. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. That was an awesome show. A couple things just to wrap this up. Unfortunately, we will not be at MHC this year. We're going to try to go next year. We have another engagement this weekend coming. Spookala. We'll be at Spookala this weekend if you're going out there. But let's go ahead and there we go. Okay. So Patreon supporters, thank you everybody that supports us on Patreon. I appreciate that. Helps out with the Zoom bills and the Dropbox bills and all the things. Appreciate everybody. John Sebastian, Crystal, Mark Muncie, Carrie, Amanda, Snow Travel Stories, Crystal, and Sean Fenner. Thank you. Some of these folks have been supporting us for a very, very long time. We do appreciate that. Make sure you follow HauntScene on everything. We are literally HauntScene on every single platform in the history of social media. Make sure you follow us on our main platforms these days are Instagram and YouTube. We'd appreciate the subscription, comment, like, share, all that stuff. Appreciate the watch time. And you do have the ability to sponsor HauntScene. Just please reach out to us and we'll set up the specifics on that. Go to hauntscene.com/support HauntScene or email us and we'll work out the details. And do you know who the guest next week is?
I sure do.
Who is it?
I don't know the name, but I should know who it is.
All right, next week on the show, and this was actually one of the first people I booked this season, is the 15 times New York Times bestselling author Richard Kadri, who wrote the Sandman Slim books, which there are like 11 of them, and I read them all, and I'm absolutely fascinated to talk to Richard. Are you gonna read all 11 books before next Tuesday?
If I have all of them, yes. Can I borrow it? Can I borrow
You can
yours?
borrow all. If you can read all 11 of them, you can borrow all of them. All awesome. Right. And I've been wanting to talk to him for a while, pick his brain. This is going to be, like I said, one of those selfish shows where I just have some questions about how he created such an amazing thing. If you haven't read Sandman Slim, definitely just pick up the first book and you'll be hooked immediately within like the first chapter or two, like I was. Can't wait to do that. And then we got John LaFanboy from Zombie Hour Productions coming in. We do have a week off, but then we'll be back on June 27th for John. Really excited about that.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. That was a good show.
That was a fun show.
Yeah,
all right. That was
cool
fun.
people to talk to.
Yeah, it was so much fun to talk to.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and roll credits here. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate everybody that supports HauntScene. We would not do what we do without you. So thank you for supporting us in any way, shape, or form. And that's going to be it for us tonight. So until next time, spook easy.
As always, happy haunting. Have a good night.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Give me some treats.